Hello. So I know we talked a long time ago about doing this, but I remember when I had my crazy rant and you guys all wished that you had videotaped it and nobody did, and now it's lost forever. So I'm gonna try to imitate that again, except I was in class when I had that moment, and so it may not be nearly as good. Also, it's a little weird to just sit here in my room and talk to my computer. But that's okay, right? Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, today I was sitting in physics and we were talking about fluids and crap like that. Yay, fluids! They move, they flow, yay. But the cool thing is it's actually really applicable to being a meteorology major because the air is a fluid, if you didn't know. And um, and so we were talking about air pressure, and my professor was at one point he mentioned that air is just kind of something that you don't really notice, which it's true. I mean, nobody notices air. It's just kind of the great nothingness, but it's actually something, which is really crazy when you think about it, especially since we figured out that air pressure, in the atmospheric pressure, is 14.7 pounds per square inch. So if you have like a square inch of a base of a column of air that just goes all the way up until there's no more air, so space. The final frontier, yeah. But so you have a square inch of a base. This entire column of air above it is almost 15 pounds. But it's nothing. I mean, like, this doesn't feel like a lot more than 15 pounds because my hands are more than 1 square inch. But it doesn't feel like it. It just feels like air. And so it's so crazy. I started thinking about it, and you always have 15 pounds per square inch of your head pressing down on you. And so I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Humans were made to have these 15 pounds on your per square inch of body. And that's totally just cool. You know, that's how our bodies were made. And then I was like, wow, that's really self-centered because every other animal on the planet is also made that way. And then if you think about it, plants, they still have lots of air pressure on them too. So, I mean, it's just really cool when you think about the fact that everything on Earth was made to have 15 pounds pressing down on it, but not feel it. And so then if you think about it, when you're like, oh, I can lift 15 pounds, you're actually lifting a lot more than that because there's air above it. And so that's really crazy. And, I mean, in reality, everybody's just like, oh yeah, air is nothing. But it's something, and we all know that because you're like, oh, we've been through chemistry, Taylor, you're crazy. Yeah, we all know that air is something. But it's a really heavy something. But compared to everything else, it's not. And so, because then we talked about how the same amount of water is like a metric ton, which I guess is like 22,000 pounds. So that's a lot of water. So that seems like a lot more, which is why air is like nothing. But it is. But it's not. It's crazy. It's science. Yay!